Oh, I think we're live. That was taking quite a while, so I was waiting for the thing to go live. And meanwhile, I'm looking for whoever has the EXP share out that's gonna be subpar. This windup. I just had dinner. That's why I'm a little bit later than I was expecting to, because it was busy. I had to start today watching a movie. Then we went to go record a podcast about that movie, and then I had to like go eat dinner. That's pretty much been my entire day so far. So could be worse, could be better. I haven't recorded anything. I haven't been able to like, well, I was able to eat. It was either start a stream, quote unquote, on time and like be very hungry, or stop it early just to get food, or start it a little bit later. And maybe we'll go a little bit longer as well today. Very doubtful, but maybe we will. I don't know. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow as well, because obviously we've had no streams this week, so I'm going to try to do both Saturday and Sunday on the weekends this week. Maybe I won't tomorrow, we'll see. Partly depends on how well today goes, to be honest. Motivation is a huge part of actually being able to start the stream. And if the stream doesn't go very well today, okay, so we have a very long delay, it looks like. Can I still... Okay, so I just went from normal delay to ultra short delay, and I have no idea how that's going to like work. Is anybody that's going to join from here on out going to have a shorter delay? Does it just like skip a little part of the stream for anybody that's already watching? Is anybody already watching? Is about a question, potentially? I don't think so. Because it says one viewer, and I think that is just me. It's been a while. It's been a while since I did stream. I think it's been a week, maybe more than a week. Surely not more than a week, because last weekend I did stream. So it's been about a week, and I'm just going to take out the trainers on this route to the south here. And with that, this is the perfect trainer for me to take on, by the way. All very high levels, but very weak typings compared to... not compared to, for Yuki, which obviously is Ghost, and also has a Dark type move, which takes care of Ghosts and Psychic types, which is exactly what the dude has. So, Abigail, this girl, I'm very sorry. I wasn't looking at the screen. Reminder, just for anybody like watching this when it is not live streamed, this is not a Nuzlocke anymore. It started out as a Nuzlocke, I lost that big time, and now it's just a normal iStart run. Another thing is, today it's the 18th, yeah, January 18th, this might be an issue. It's January 18th, which means that in about a week, is that right? The 23rd. So that is about a week from now. I think that might be exactly a week. No, that's not exactly a week, is it? A week is 7 days, so that would be the 25th. So like next Thursday, I think, the 23rd. Kingdom Hearts Remind, the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3 is finally going to be released for PlayStation 4. And I'm going to stream that. So I know that we're not going to be able to finish Pokemon Platinum in 2 streams today and tomorrow. And even if I did a 3rd stream on like Monday or Wednesday, or Tuesday, I guess, we're not going to be able to finish the game before. That was a horrible idea. We're not going to be able to finish this game before that DLC releases. But I do very much want to play that live on stream on release day. So that's going to be Thursday. Whenever I am done with work, I'm going to just immediately like start that up and stream it. I am not entirely sure yet what the DLC actually is. I know from the trailers, but I haven't like kept up with it over the last little while. So that's going to be exciting. But that also means that there's probably going to be like 1 or 2 streams where I play that instead of Pokemon Platinum. And I wanted to finish this before the end of January, but that might not be attainable anymore. So this might go a little bit into February. And what we'll do with live streams once I finish this game, I don't know yet. I'm thinking... Really, it would be very useful if there were people in chat right now. Because... you could tell me what you want to say. But really, as of right now, I'm just recording a Let's Play episode, which also is fine. But I was thinking about not streaming or recording Pokemon through the years instead. Which, so far, seems like might not have been a bad idea. Then again, I did schedule this event for 7 PM my time, and it is 6:35 PM my time now. So maybe people saw, oh, he's going to be live in an hour. Let me check back in an hour. And then I started half an hour early, which it's kind of my bad in that case. But I did post a link in Discord, and that should just do the thing. Too bad we don't have a Magmar. We don't have any Biff. I caught that already in 40 years, didn't I? I must have. I'm very far ahead, by the way, as far as recording for 3 years goes. Which is a spoiler, I guess, that I don't die anytime soon. So I'm going to stop talking about it. I mean, in a couple of episodes I'll die anyway, so it's not going to matter. I restarted, that's why I'm so far ahead. I restarted, and I'm already like back up to where I am now. That's totally what's happening. It's not. Things are actually going fairly well. But once again, no spoilers about that. You'll eventually see when that goes up. I think today's a Plants vs Zombies day. Yeah, it's Saturday. Tomorrow is scoreboard day. I need to record like 1 more 3 years and 1 more scoreboard for this week. I'm 2 weeks ahead, so I'm fine. I've got the scoreboard that's going up tomorrow and next week already both recorded them. I just need to record the one for after that even, which is quite a while away. So I'm fine. But I do want to have a buffer, a backlog for videos, because sometimes this has been a fairly busy week for me. And I have been able to keep up with, so far, other than 2 videos. I would have wanted to record those 2 videos earlier. But other than that, I've been able to keep up with the amount of videos going up and recording new ones. But maybe when I have like a more busy week or 2 more busy weeks, I can't. And again, I've talked about this before, but uploading daily is a very important thing, in my opinion. And not just for like channel growth statistics, but also just, it's nice. I know it's nice that if you watch a content creator and he uploads daily, that you know that when you get back from school or work or the gym or whatever, you know there's always going to be a video. If possible, every day, same time even. Even though usually viewers don't really know that Cranny Dose, damn it. That there's like a time schedule to it as well. I don't know what times the people I watch upload. I barely know what days they upload if they don't upload daily. But it's just nice to be able to look forward to a video of somebody that you enjoy watching, right? I'm going to check if the link is correct. Because it might not have been, actually. Let's see, I have it here. I did share the wrong link last time as well. Okay, no, yeah, definitely you are the right link, so just nobody has showed up yet. That's fine. Just so that I know that I didn't do anything wrong. Well, I might have done a lot of things wrong, but not with sharing the link. Let's see. Where's my emulator? I kind of lost track of my emulator. Where are you? There you are. Dominic died. Okay. I guess Snowball is up next. I'm going to do like at least an hour, even if nobody shows up. Which is a real sad thought, to be honest. If nobody has shown up after like an hour in, I'm just going to call it a day, especially since probably only been an hour and a half anyway. So maybe I'll call that like 45 minutes, just like halfway through. Because again, what's the fun in live streaming if it just turns into a let's play? There is none. God damn it! Now nobody's going to get experience for it. Well, I guess Swineup gets some experience for it. And that's the most important thing, because that dude needs to fucking evolve already. Actually, I just realized that that Dominic is quite a lot of levels behind the rest, so I'm going to switch the EXP share to Dominic. Item, take, and give it to Dominic. Honestly, maybe we should just go to the next gym. Because I think the next gym we can take care of fairly easily with Dominic. If we could just rage leave our way through that gym as soon as Dominic is like on a decent-ish level, I think it might be easier than taking on the gym in this city. So let's go try for that. Who else is going to be very useful in that gym? I've got a little bit of hiccups going on. I think I ate a little bit too quickly. I'm still thinking about getting rid of Glacian, by the way. Just because type coverage. I have so many ice types, why would I ever... You know what, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get rid of Glacian. There's no reason for me to have Glacian on the team. I think it's that box? Yeah. Why is move Pokemon not the first option? It will always annoy me. So we have a lot of water types, one flying type. I guess we bring random to smooch him. I mean, it's a psychic type. It's better than a nothing type, right? So might as well. Definitely going to have to give it the XP share the moment Dominic can defend itself. Because level 5 isn't going to do much. But until then, Dominic at the moment is more important. Just from the next gym is going to absolutely get annihilated by a grass type perspective. There's not really a perspective, that's more like a fact. I'm curious though, what's up with... oh, maybe I could change the delay. Can you always change delay downward? I don't understand still what happened with delay. I was on normal delay, and then I could change after I started streaming to ultra short delay. I don't understand how that works entirely, but I guess I'm kind of fine with it, because the shorter delay the better, right? If you could hear the things I said before I said, that would actually be very creepy. Don't do that. As I said them, like literally less than a second after it, that would be the best. That would actually be amazing, because it would like improve interaction a lot, wouldn't it? So I guess it doesn't really matter that much, because eventually I'll see it anyway, but with certain things, when I'm like being bad and asking people to give me answers to what I'm supposed to do, it's nice not to have to wait like 30 seconds. I mean, I'm going to be like that guy right now, and I'm going to sound very old, but I know back in the day, it did take about like, depending on the day, it could take between like 10 and 30 seconds for what I said to get to the stream. Then I read the comments, and then, well, I didn't stream much back in the day, but I do remember it. Dude, I remember the days, well, not quite before Twitch. It might have been before Twitch, but I remember the days when people used to go live on Ustream. Does that even still exist? Ustream. Like like the letter U, and then just stream. I was looking back through some old videos of mine on my other channel, and one of them was a vlog where I was watching. That's not the thing I wanted to do. I guess this works as well. Oh my god, that worked way better than I thought it would. And it was like somebody was doing a 24-hour live stream on Ustream, and I was watching that, and I also like used to Ustream back in the day with the small audience I had back then, which admittedly actually like the views per video I got on that channel with like less than half than the subscribers I have now, got like probably like 3 or 4 times as many views. The conversion rate between subscribers and viewers was so goddamn high compared to what it is now. But this was also like 2010 or something like that, right? So YouTube wasn't as evolved yet. People weren't subscribed to like a million different people. Videos would actually show up in people's feeds when they got uploaded, rather than you having to ring that goddamn fucking bell icon. So it was just a more creator-friendly platform, is what I'm saying. So it's not like very strange that I got a lot more of my subscribers watching my videos, and the channel wasn't as old back then as well, so a lot of subscribers I have now are from way back in the day, and they're burned out and they just don't see my videos anymore, which there's all the reasons that I have like almost 1,500 subscribers but only like 10 or so views per video, which is a very, very bad percentage. Like, I know YouTube-wide that percentage has gone down over the past couple of years, but like 10 out of 1,500, that's literally like less than 1%. If I get 1% of my subscribers watching the actual video, I actually feel happy. I feel happy because that means that I get like 20 views, or at least 15, right? Which is quite a lot for me. So that's how like bad things are as far as like the stats go. And obviously it's not just numbers. Numbers aren't that important. This is not my fucking job, right? Nothing bad happens when I don't get high numbers, other than the fact that I prefer to have higher numbers, because that means more people are watching, and that means more people are just like hanging out and having fun, and hopefully I'm entertaining some people, right? It's very doubtful, because am I entertaining? Apparently to some people I am, which is fine. That's false modesty. Let me correct that. That's false modesty. I know that somehow I am like for some people what I do is entertaining, and that actually sucks in various different ways, right? So that's false modesty. I'm not entertaining you guys. I don't understand why you enjoy. I also consume this type of content. I know why you guys like enjoy things, because I enjoy it as well. That's why I started doing it, right? So actually, wow, there's 3 viewers now. Hello, how are you all doing? I've been talking for the past 20 minutes, and I don't know when you guys joined. I didn't see any messages pop up, so I just kind of like assumed that it was still all alone here. Yuki also died. That's not a very nice thing to have happen. So we're going to talk about food again. Is it that time again? Because I don't really have much to talk about. Not a lot of things happened to me in like, well, today specifically. But also, one of the viewers left. Fuck him, we don't need him anyway. Or her. I just talked about how numbers aren't all that important. Well, one of my numbers dropped. I'm fine with that. There's no emotional distress here. Yeah, I shouldn't try to be funny. Because I'm not. So yeah, nothing really happened to me in the past week. It's just been like a lot of work and like a lot of sleeping. I think I'm over my cold. I had a cold coming up a little bit. I think last stream before that I was like sniffling a lot. I think that's just like mostly gone now, which means that it's going to be like another 2 weeks before it comes back because it's winter time and my immune system sucks. Somehow, maybe I need to eat more vegetables. Maybe I do. But you know what? I don't like most vegetables. I know that's a very controversial take. But I don't like most of them. Okay, real hot take here. As far as veggies go, I like spinach. Like that's not true. The spinach I had today wasn't very good because it was just plain frozen spinach. Like nothing mixed through it, and it was frozen spinach. If you're going to give me plain spinach, it needs to be some kind of fresh. Or otherwise it's just going to be very like... It doesn't taste like anything. It literally tastes like wet cardboard. Plain frozen spinach. So I kind of just like threw that in the trash because it sucked pretty bad. But like good spinach, I can get down with good spinach. Broccoli. I don't mind broccoli. I prefer cauliflower. I much prefer cauliflower. But I don't mind broccoli. I don't know what like the big deal is with people not liking broccoli. That feels like a very very foreign thing to me. Like a cultural thing. We just don't have that here. Broccoli isn't known as like a yucky kind of food. Did I really use the word yucky? Yeah, I did. Deal with it. Am I mixing things up? Is that America where broccoli is considered gross, or is it Japan? I'm thinking it might be Japan. Because wasn't that a thing in Inside Out? In the Pixar movie? Where Riley is supposed to eat some kind of vegetable, but in the Japanese version, they had to change that scene to include a different vegetable. I just don't remember if the Japanese version has broccoli, or the original American version has broccoli. I don't remember. I need to look this up now. But I'm also in the middle of a podcast. Can you stop protecting, please? It's very annoying. It's not going to work. You're going to die anyway. So just roll over and fucking die. Give me the experience I need. Thank you. A vegetable or food item I actually don't like is Brussels sprouts. I don't like them. I know. They're probably better than people give them credit for. But I still really don't like them. And peas. Actually, peas. I don't like peas. Well, I like the concept of peace, like no war, I like. But the vegetable, plural peas, I don't like them. They're just like, they're very mushy. Like the outside is very... I don't really know how to describe it. It's the thing. Also, we very much like a fire ice type right about now. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Subpar, I guess? But yeah, back to why I don't like peas. The inside is very mushy and just the texture of it, it's... I don't know. It makes my skin crawl. I don't like it. And then the outside of it is very... It's very not good as well. It's the opposite of mushy. It's like... It's very smooth. It's a very smooth, like thin skin with very mushy, not great tasting stuff inside. I don't like it. You can mix it through like something, right? If you mix it through a pasta, I wouldn't mix paste through a pasta, but you can. You definitely can. I don't mind it as much, but just like giving me a plate full of peas with a spoon, I'd probably rather be hungry than eat that, to be honest. I just, it really, it just triggers something with primal inside me, which is like, oh, nope, 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 not eating that. So that's definitely a food you should never give me. Well, that's, I guess Soul Ball? I don't know. And just like that, we're half an hour into the stream and nothing has happened yet. So maybe this is just going to be a grinding stream. Maybe no progress is going to be made. Maybe just like wipe out all the trainer Pokemon, and then next stream, which might be tomorrow, might not be tomorrow. I don't know yet. That's not very effective. That looks very effective to me, dude. That's like almost half HP. That's more like a third HP, but that too was almost half HP. That's probably more than half HP, actually. Yeah, so steel types are going to be an issue. There's a, oh my god, there's a steel type gym. How am I ever going to... By that point, Subbar will actually be useful and I can just Earthquake everything. Right? Yeah, definitely. I can definitely just Earthquake everything to death at that point. No, the steel type will be absolutely fine. By that time, we'll have a Mamoswine, because I think Swinub evolves at level 28, 30, something along those lines. And then it learns Ancient Power real fucking quick. And then it evolves again the level after it learns Ancient Power. So... And then we'll have a Mamoswine, which will absolutely tear through the Steel type gym. And the Electric type gym, actually. And the Fire type Elite Four member. Yeah, I think we made a good choice bringing Swinub on the team. Without Swinub, there was going to be a lot of issues. Oh, we're back down to one viewer. Which is me, myself. I could have looked. I probably should look, just to know who fucking abandoned me. I can see if people are logged in and watching the stream. I can see who is watching, apparently. There is a button for that somewhere on screen for me. I used that once and it didn't do anything. Probably because the only people that were watching didn't have an account or weren't logged in. So at that point you can't do anything. Especially now with Copa. Especially with Copa. There's a very big no-go. Oh, about that. Fuck. Boobs. Penis. We're now a PG stream. Yeah, what are we going to do against a Jolteon, though, is the question. Exactly what you think we're going to do, and let's send out Dominic. Dominic is not quite at the level yet where he can take care of himself. But soon. And at that point, we're going to give random the XP share, and that's going to round out our team. I figured you'd go for that. Also, the heal doesn't hurt. Well, it does hurt, but not me. So the question is, does heal... Look, this is why I need people to be in chat, because otherwise I don't know how to Pokemon. Does heal increase the power of Ice-type moves like Sun does for fire and Rain does for water? It must, right? It must. I can't imagine that it doesn't. Then again, it does damage on its own. So maybe it doesn't. Sandstorm doesn't do anything like that. Or does... Wait a second, now Sandstorm increases like some kind of stat for rock types, I think. Oh. So, I don't know. I don't know how all these weather... Oh, that's bad. It's bad. Flareon isn't the amazing Pokemon that it would be in Gen 5 yet. But it's much better than it was in Gen 3, so let's get the fuck out. Because that's not good. I mean, that's not good for anybody on my team, to be fair. Because mono ice type. But I guess we have to go into Snowball at this point. we have to. Why is Streamlabs giving me a notification? Oh my god, that's my controller. I don't know why you're giving me a notification. Well, that's fine. That is fine. Ah, that didn't do that much damage. That sucks. That sucks big time. I think we can still take you out. What is with you switching so much? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Also, yeah, all the evolutions. That makes a lot of sense as well. How many do you have? Do you just have the counter ones, or do you literally have... You can't literally have them all. There's not enough room on your team for them. Yeah, you only have the counter ones. That's still going to be an issue, though. Still going to be an issue. Especially if you're switching around all the goddamn time. I just noticed something that's annoying me a lot. Let me fix that in here. That should have fixed it. I think that fixed it. There was like 1 pixel width of the top screen coming on the bottom screen in the overlay. We can't have none of that. I probably just should put everything to sleep with Grass Whistle. Probably would have been a better strategy. Right now, yeah, it's not going to do a lot of damage. We might lose against a team of 3 evolutions, which in a way is kind of sad. I've got a super potion, I can use them, Dominic. As long as you don't go to Flareon, we'll be fine. I can take the Jolteon, I can take the Vaporeon. Just don't go into Flareon! For fuck's sake. You absolute twat. Okay, so it's 7 PM now. Let's see if people actually start showing the fuck up now. Somehow I kinda doubt it. Is there some kind of holiday I don't know about? January 18th? I don't think so. I'm fairly sure that it's just like a normal Saturday. Not to say that you need an excuse not to watch my stuff. If you don't want to watch, you don't have to watch. Ironically, the only people that are going to hear this are people that are watching this and probably have watched since like the beginning of the video, because nobody is still on the live stream. So if somebody's going to watch the VOD of this, somebody's going to have to watch the entire thing, and the only people who are going to get to this point are probably people who watch the entire thing from start to finish, or at least from start to this point, and they've already like watched half an hour of me rambling and complaining at this point, which means that you apparently do want to watch, which I appreciate. I appreciate that a lot. I hope you appreciate it too, because at this point, I'm just doing it for you, man. Just doing it for you. You and me. With the people here. I don't know, maybe a lot of people will watch this after the fact. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about at this point. I'm vibrating air. That's what I'm doing. That's what I like to call this. Just vibrating air. I'm not actually talking. I'm just making noises, and somehow those noises do correspond with words in the English language. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just filling air. We took down the Vaporeon! Finally! How did Dominic get as much experience as Snowball? Because Dominic has the EXP share. And Dominic definitely... Oh, that sucks. Dominic hasn't been out against Vaporeon since it got sent back out after being switched out. Which means that you don't get... That sucks. What are you sending out again? Must be Jolteon, actually. There's no way you're sending out Flareon against this. Yeah, Jolteon. I think I'm still going to be fucked, don't get me wrong. But I think I can deal a decent amount of damage with Razor Leaf. Maybe not, we'll see. The moment you switch out into Flareon, I'm going to have to switch again anyway. Which will probably be this turn, I'm expecting. So actually, let's Grass Whistle. You didn't switch. Because your AI sucks so much that I can't even predict it. At least the Jolteon is asleep. It's still going to save me damage when Jolteon is asleep. Does Flareon have Amber? Even. Does it? Would it? Yeah, probably it would. If Vaporeon had a water type move, I'm assuming. It probably didn't use it because I only had Feel out the entire time, which you don't want to use a water type move against, obviously. Jolteon has Thunder Shock. We've experienced that plenty of times so far. And now you switch. Now you switch. Now you fucking switch, you shithead! It's not very effective, you're dead anyway. Fuck you. 1,000 experience, there we go. Dominic, level 21, there we fucking go. Missed. No. just no. I refuse. Just no. We're not doing that. Just forget about it. And then Jolteon, will Jolteon get hit by Hail at the end of this turn? No, you will not. Which just means that I waste more PP on you, which actually is kind of annoying. Maybe the Hail weather effect was already gone, actually, because it's been out for quite a few turns. And that's another 1,000 experience, which is just shy of leveling me up. For a team that consists of just evolutions, that took way too fucking long. Can't wait until Crash Awakes Gym. When we get to Crash Awakes Gym, I'm going to annihilate the thing. Absolutely destroy it. And the experience from that I'll use on Smoochum to get a good Psychic type to go back to the Fighting type gym. Whether all of that is going to happen today, I very much doubt it, but it could, in theory. You're a normal Psychic type, aren't you? Or are you just normal type? I always forget. Yeah, you're a normal Psychic type, okay. I always think that Giraffrix should be a Psychic Dark type, just because of like, it's got the little head on it still, and it's like the dark side. And then Giraffrix itself is Psychic. But maybe Giraffrix is normal and the little tail is Psychic, actually. That also makes a certain amount of sense. But it's dark. It literally is dark. It's dark brown. I mean, it's not quite black, but I'd say brown, especially like a dark shade of brown. Probably the closest thing to black, maybe a dark shade of blue. But yeah, brown probably the closest thing to black as far as like normal colors go, right? And I know brown is... I was going to say I know brown is a like combination of all colors, but actually brown is like a type of red, isn't it? In RGB terms, it's a type of red. It's like red and a little bit of green, and very dark usually. I mean, you've got lighter tints of brown, obviously. There's none on the screen at the moment. Well, there you go. Actually, the sand. That's a lighter tint of brown. It's definitely a sub-color of red, though. Red and green. Must be red and green combined, because otherwise it would be... Actually, no. It must be... It's a little bit of everything, because it also... It's a little pink-purplish. But not quite. I'm trying to reverse engineer colors. That's where we're at here. Because there's nobody in fucking chat that ends up with me reverse engineering colors. I hope you fucking enjoy the one person watching this. I've had a long day. Just give me a moment here. I don't know what to do with my life. Please don't hate yourself. You hate yourself. Let's switch out. Because I just realized... Shallow's not a ground type yet. Shallow... I called the one person in chat out and then he fucking left. Dickface. You're not a dickface. Please come back. I'm lonely. It's not a ground type, but it's still going to be super effective because it's still a water type. But apparently Shallows doesn't gain the ground type until it evolves, which I didn't know that until like last stream when somebody pointed that out to me. Or in a video, I don't remember. And all the Shallows, actually, let's just stay in this time. It's probably going to be a different kind of... It's all the same Shallows? Do you just have 3 Shallows? Is the Shallows east or west? I never know. I think there's a Shallows west. It's a really nice and interesting mechanic to have 2 different kind of Shallows. The more interesting question is, when I ask you about Shallows or Gastrodon, which is the default one you think about? This would be such an interesting topic if there were people in chat that could actually answer that question. For me, it's the pink one. The pink one is the default one for this one. For me, this is the default one, and the other one... I like the other design better, by the way. The green and blue one, I like that design a lot better. But for me, that is the alternative version, and this is the original. Why? I couldn't tell you. Probably just because I ran into this one first, like 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago. God, I'm old. This game came out in 2006. I probably played it in 2006. Because I played the Japanese version. Did I for Diamond? I think... Did I? Or did I only for Platinum? Black and White. Now I definitely did, because to this day the copy I have, the physical copy of Pokemon Diamond is actually an American version. It's not a European one. Because back in those days, Europe got fucked over with every game release, and it took like 3-4 months between American release and European release. But we've talked about that before, so let's not go down that lane again. Then again, if there's any time to recycle bits, it's when nobody's watching. So, might as well. Okay, only 1 Meryl. I think I'll be able to take that. Not with a Yuki, that's mostly dead though. Let's switch into... Sorball. Look, if you're playing Gen 6 or up, don't do this, but Fairy type doesn't exist yet, so... I'm mad. With your fucking rollout. I don't have anything against rollout, is the issue, because Ice-type Mono Run! Yay, it's such a fun idea! And Gen fucking 4. Okay, maybe that's a little bit unfair. I was the one that tried to do a Nuzlocke of this, which meant that a lot of the Pokemon I have now are a little bit underleveled because I didn't use them for the majority of the game up until now. If I had just done a normal monotype run, I think I would have been fine. But I had to just Nuzlocke it up because a normal Ice-type mono run isn't difficult enough. Yes, it fucking is. Monologues are just a bad idea. So tune in next time on Vlogger Games livestream for a solo lock, because I just very much like bad IDs. I'm going to start leading with Dominic because Dominic definitely it needs some experience. This Fisherman just has like very bad Pokemon, right? Or do you just not battle me? You just don't battle me. Don't you have a Gyarados? I hope you don't, because I don't want to face a Gyarados, but I think you got a Gyarados. You have a Remoraid, an Octillery, and a Gyarados, I'm going to say. Which only the last of those is actually an issue, because Octillery, I need to remind myself, is not actually a poison type, it's still a pure water type. For some reason I always think it's a poison type. Does that make sense? A squid? Is this squid? Octillery? I don't think Octillery is a squid. Anyway, being poisonous? Okay, so you do have a Gyarados, that's not good. I guess Sword Ball is the only thing we can really use against that, isn't it? That is pathetic. That is much less pathetic. But not in a good way. That's like in a scary way. That in a very not good way. Please, like, get a critical hit and flinch him. I don't think Feint Attack can flinch. That's bite. It's definitely bite, not Feint Attack. Feint Attack never misses, is the thing. That's Feint Attack, right? I think that's Feint Attack. You only got 2 trashes, which is good. But now what? Snowball? Yuki? I'm gonna go with Yuki. I should have gone into Yuki because normal type moves and Ghost. I'm just not very bright. Hit yourself. Enemies never hit themselves in confusion. That's a myth. AI hitting themselves in confusion, actually now that I say it that way, does make a lot of sense. That doesn't happen. But you did outspeed, so I'm going to get the fuck out of here. You don't have a flying type move. So why am I afraid of you? You might have like bounce, but you probably don't. I can't imagine that you... Let's try to put you to sleep. Leah, really? That's your big move. Leah. Didn't miss Grass Whistle. I think I missed Grass Whistle. Which is really fucking sad. How do you miss a whistle? Well, that's your last move, and it's Dragon Rage. I fucking hate that move. And all my Nuzlocks, not all of them, and like one of them, maybe 2. It's actually doing quite good work for me recently. Has that episode gone up yet? I don't know. It's not like anybody's watching to be spoiled anyway, so it doesn't matter. Can I survive? Okay, so Subpar is going to get a little bit of experience as well. I didn't expect him to survive. I just expected to have Subpar die and then have the Gyarados die to weather. Now, the last one is another Remoraid. We can take care of another Remoraid, no issue. Like, I can do that in my sleep. And with that, I think we are about ready to go into Pastoria City. And I think I'm just gonna call it there for today. I've been live for 50 minutes. Nothing fucking's happened in chat. So it just seems like one of those days that's just not meant to. Okay, I guess we're doing this battle first. Really, it's a time bomb. It's a time bomb. If anybody shows up in chat before I get to Pastoria City, we can go on a little bit longer. If I get to Pastoria City and nothing's happened yet, which seems very likely at this point, we're calling it a day. Let's see what happens. I'm fine with it either way, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't going to stop after 20 minutes, but we're coming up on an hour and nothing's happened yet. Again, it might as well have been a Let's Play episode at this point rather than a live stream. And I think that's just kind of a waste of a live stream if nobody's here. So we can try again tomorrow. But this is exactly like, not exactly the reason. Part of the reason was just me actually being busy and stuff. But this is like part of the reason that I wasn't motivated enough when I was busy to do live streaming. Because like half the time this would happen on Twitch. And I figured maybe on YouTube it wouldn't. And so far this is the first time it's happened in like 5 or 6 live streams, so I'm not going to be complaining too much about it, because with the size of my audience as it is, it's a fucking miracle that anybody was watching anyway. But I hope this doesn't happen too much, because at that point I might as well just pre-record things and stutter. No, just pre-record things and do some editing on them and make them look a little bit more fancy. The whole reason for live streaming is that... And I get that people can watch this after the fact, right? But I never personally like watching live streams after they're done. It's not true, sometimes I do, depending on the type of live stream. But generally, I don't like doing that, especially if it's a playthrough kind of format, because at that point, just fucking make it a let's play, you dingus. Unless it is somebody who just like live streams all that content and then uploads that afterwards on YouTube, like a Twitch streamer that has a YouTube channel for all of his VODs or something like that. I can kind of understand that, but especially since I'm live streaming on YouTube, it's going to be YouTube-based content. I'm complaining too much. I'm aware. I'm complaining too much. And I have no reason to complain really, because I'm sitting in my chair at my desk playing a video game. There's no reason you should ever be complaining in that situation at all, let alone about the fact that nobody is here to watch you play a video game. That is an extremely stupid thing to complain about. So I'm going to stop it now. Because this Glamio is finally dead. And that means I think we've got all the trainers we wanted out of our way. There might be one more up here. No, there's not. I know there's one trainer down there as well. But I'm just going to ignore him for now. We're going to stream again tomorrow, and if anybody's watching the VOD here, I'm very sorry that you had to sit through all of that. We made no fucking progress whatsoever, and it was just a lot of me complaining. I did talk about some interesting, like, actual stuff though. I talked about spinach and peas and other things, and we switched out one of our team members into Smoochum. I'm probably just going to record Pokemon 3D years now, because it's been under an hour and I was expecting to like stream for an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's been an hour, so I've got some time for Pokemon 3D years now, or for a nap. Probably a nap. I could go with a nap right now. So yeah, that's been it for today. Bit of a short one, but I wasn't very motivated to start doing it anyway, and then no motivation came. So, yeah, shit happens sometimes. It's alright.